Get us for self-employed. We loved our job and hope that it shows. And we'll be taking care of livestock every day. Taking care of livestock. Pitching hay, we've been taking care of livestock. They're doing fine. Taking care of livestock and working overtime, work outside. Is a farmer's job description, whether beef, swine, poultry, or dairy. If the animals are saddled, then our profits will be bad. That's why we give them everything to be merry. Before we go to church, we know our animals come first. Every farmer tells you that's how it goes. There's no job we can't avoid that's part of being self-employed. But we love to work and hope that it shows. And we'll be taking care of livestock every day. Taking care of livestock.
everyone. Thanks for watching our video, Taking Care of Livestock. If you'd like to learn more about how...
Yeah, so that is our most recent video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, just going along with kind of the theme of this museum, I mean, it's educating people about why farmers do what they do and the history behind that. I mean, everything we do in agriculture today is based on what we've learned in the past. And I think, you know, my generation, we grow up and we don't realize how far people have come and what people used to have to go through. I mean, hearing about the way people in India farm, I mean, it's crazy to think about, right? Like, my generation has no idea of what that looked like. We're used to air conditioning. Like, the concept of not having air conditioning is foreign to us. And I was out there in this other building, and there's just a war, a soldier who died. There's a setup they've got there, and that's another thing. It's just like agriculture. People are starting to lose touch with what war was like and what war was for and how we gained our freedom in this country. And I just think these are all things we need to be advocating for and be passionate about and be willing to protect. And so, yeah, that's basically my presentation. I could do one more video after we do questions. I don't know how much time we have.
Whatever you want to take.
Whatever we want to take. All right, do you guys have any questions for me? Yeah.
That last video, and I know some of the background because I followed you coming along making the video.
Right.
There's a lot of pictures in there that are not from your farm. Tell a story about that.
Yeah, so we catch a lot of flack for only showing beef cattle, right? There's so many different types of livestock farms around the U.S. and other countries, and so we wanted to make a video where we showed all the different types of and we could have gone and visited different types of farms and filmed ourselves, but we decided to have people from all over the country send us photos of they themselves taking care of livestock, and we actually got over 3,000 pictures sent to us. And so I spent several hours sorting through those, and there's a whole nother video on YouTube that I uploaded that's like the honorable mention pics, like the pictures that didn't even make the video, and all of those are good too. And so it was really neat to see that kind of response. But yeah, we really just wanted to show that it's not just beef cattle. There's all these different types of livestock. And we also that was a parody of Taking Care of Business. I didn't announce that. So we wanted to do like an older song. Most of the songs we've done have been from kind of this generation. So we wanted to throw it back a little bit to what is that, 70s? Taking Care of Business 70s, yeah. So.
How many acres do you farm?
We farm just over 1,000 acres, and then we run just a little over 1,000 head of beef cattle as well. And so we're probably going to have to expand that if we all want to farm together. We're kind of in that process. Nathan will come home from college next May, and we're going to see what the future of the farm looks like. But we're still all hoping to farm together, and especially now because of all the video stuff, it'd be weird to ever go away from it, right? It'd be kind of, yeah.
You get approached by people you do business with, maybe wear a certain hat or a t-shirt, or you probably don't want to end up like a NASCAR driver with sponsorships. Is that happening?
Oh yeah. So let's see, Rotomix, they've sponsored a video. We worked with Morton Buildings, and I mean lots of different. I mean we've gotten hats from Monsanto and Asgrow, and Asgrow and DeKalb hats, and we've got I think I have over 250 hats in my room in a box. And I can't wear all of them. We try to wear some of them, especially in the videos. Like when we made our first video, we were just wearing the clothes we were wearing. Like it was no big deal. And then of course in the comments section, everyone kind of comments on what we're wearing, and we're like, oh man, people pay attention to this. We're guys. We don't want to care about what we're wearing. But we've tried to include, the people who send us free stuff, and then we have sponsors for our videos too. And then we are specifically trying to help. But like you said, we don't want to turn this into an advertising thing. We want to keep it pretty subliminal and just
I mean, that's not the focus of what we're doing, but that helps make it worth our time for sure.
You have to get permission to use songs?
So yes, if we have to get permission to use songs, to the way a parody works is there's copyright law for music, and parody is an exception to that copyright law. But you have to be really specific. And I didn't know the answer to this question when we uploaded our first YouTube video, and we were all pretty nervous that we did something wrong. But if you write your parody lyrics to where they're referencing the original lyrics and commenting on the original lyrics, and we do it in the video too. If you've ever watched any of those original music videos, we try to parody off the original video too. And as long as you're doing that and it's clear, and then you're giving credit to the original artist, you can't claim the song for your own. That's when you'll get sued. And we don't sell our song on iTunes either. We don't do any of that, just to play it safe. But there are thousands of parodies on YouTube, and so it's a really cool way to take someone else's music and you're promoting them by what you're doing. And actually, the ad revenue from our parody music videos does go to the original artist. We do not get any of the ad revenue from our music videos. That all goes to them. So that's how that works.
What's the next big thing?
What is the next big thing? Well, we've gotten to this point where, like I said, we've done 8 videos, and we're kind of running out of things to film, especially with livestock. We've basically done 3 videos that deal specifically with livestock. And so we're pretty much out of things to film. That's why we're taking care of livestock. It's like, well, everyone else sent us pictures. We don't know what to film for this one. And so, but we're hoping to at least do, I have no idea. We pretty much played this whole thing by ear, and we're going to keep the Peterson Farm Bros platform up probably for a long time. But I don't know if we'll be doing parody music videos forever. I mean, there just comes a point where you wear that out. And but we've started our blog where we talk about some of the more controversial things in agriculture. We've done a blog on GMOs last year, and then with animal welfare, we released that with taking care of livestock. We did a whole blog on animal welfare and the kind of the theology behind why we have livestock to begin with. And so, and then the blog has been really encouraging. There's obviously going to be some negative feedback to that from people who really passionately disagree with you. But for the most part, people comment on there, wow, I didn't know any of this stuff. Like, thank you so much. So I think that's what's next for us, is educating as much as we can as part of our video and platform. We started out more on the entertainment side, and we've kind of gone now more to the educational side. We've been approached by reality TV quite a bit, several reality TV opportunities, but we just don't feel like that's the way we want to go, and we'd probably lose control of our content at that point. But we've talked about doing kind of our own reality TV, just filming more of us just working on the farm. But that's easier said than done. You get caught up in the amount of farm work you have to do, and you don't get as much filming done. So
You did something this afternoon that a few others in this room did. Talk about that, because that was different for you.
yeah, so I got to drive our one of our tractors in the tractor drive this afternoon, which was the first time I'd ever driven a tractor drive, and it was also the first time I'd ever come in contact with a tractor that we've sold. It was kind of strange, right? You sell a tractor, you're like, oh, I'm never going to see it again, and then getting to drive it again, that was pretty cool. But I think that experience was really fun. I just looking behind me and seeing all the tractors and all the farmers and people driving the tractors, it's just a really neat thing that's being put on, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel like there was something else I was going to say as part of that, but I can't remember.
I don't know, it still smells the same.
Still smells the same. Apparently there was still some of the fuel, our farm's fuel, that was still in it, so it was just like old times.
Let's say, let me help you out with the backstory on that. They actually upgraded equipment last fall, and they put some of their equipment up for sale. My brother purchased one of your tractors. It's in one of your videos.
Yeah.
And it's actually the newest piece that's been sitting. Any of you that wandered through the museum and maybe weren't close enough to get the backstory on it, there's a fairly new John Deere that's in the museum over the winter. And that is the tractor that appears prominently in a couple of your videos.
Yeah, all but our last one is that tractor. Whenever you see feeding cattle, that is the tractor. And also, I was telling someone else earlier, that tractor, that 4440, was the very first tractor I ever drove in a field. When I was in 3rd grade, I got to plow for the first time, and that was back when we plowed. We'd plow with 4 tractors, and we'd take that one off with a feed wagon. And when I was in 3rd grade, I drove in the field by myself for the very first time, and it was that tractor. So there's a little bit more history there. So pretty cool. All right.
Was you going to mention that your tractor had a cab and then the rest of
Yeah, so it started raining during the tractor drive, and I was looking back, I was like, oh, it looks like it's raining. And everyone's doing this, and then I had a nice cab over my head, and I felt a little spoiled. But I had to run the wipers. I mean, that was tough. Yeah, and the air conditioning, I had to keep turning it on and shutting it off. It'd get too cold. And first world problems. All right, well, did you have a question? Or?
That's what I was going to talk about. When I was behind you, I was raining, I was watching you turn the windshield wiper on and off, on and off. And another thing that identifies that tractor, if you watch your chore video, they cut 7 inches off the end of that one axle, so when it hit the concrete as hard.
Yeah.
Because it's got concrete embedded in the torch cuts on the axle.
Yeah, that's when you get too close. Some of that is probably from me. Or it's a lot of times when you're backing up too, and I don't ever really hit